Hello everyone, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a low impact workout today, HIIT workout, and it's going to be 1 minute on each exercise, 20-second break in between, no repeats. So if you haven't already today, get some water, get some sunlight in, and let's get our movement in. So we're going to start today by taking 5 deep belly breaths just to get us rooted and grounded in our bodies and present. You can feel free to set an intention during this practice as well, but I just like to take some time before any type of practice just to make sure I have an intention around it so I can execute it with full alignment. So we're going to breathe in through our nose for 5 and then exhale deeply through with our mouth for 8. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. In for 5 and out for 8. Let's do that 4 more times. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start by warming up our body. We're going to do some squats into forward rows with our arm. So squat, forward row, squat, forward row. Keeping that core nice and tight. The chest is open. We're not hunching over, we're staying proud. And let's go ahead and squat and reverse the circle. Keeping our body nice and warm. Going at our own pace here. We're ready to get right into some hip openers. Standing nice and tall, I'm going to raise one leg, open my hip wide. Raise the other leg, alternating between each leg. Making sure that I'm keeping my body square. As I do this, I'm not rotating with my leg. I'm simply opening my hip. And let's reverse directions. So now we came from in, out, we're going from out to in. Next, we're going to get into a Yogi Squat and arm reach. So I'm going to get down low, really squatting, opening up my chest here, placing one hand down to the mat, reaching up with my other hand towards the sky. I'm at, again, chest open towards the sky. Back down, reaching up with the other hand. We're just going to alternate here. If you haven't set an intention already today, let's go ahead and do that. Mine is going to be focused on breath. So I'm going to be really intentional with my breath. Less than 15 seconds left. We're just going to come down onto our knees here. We're going to do a simple wrist stretch. So I'm going to take the palms of my hands and I'm going to place them upwards towards the ceiling. And I'm going to press down next to the side of my knees ever so slightly. We're just going to rock back here, back and forth. We're going to take these hands, flip them over so now our palms are facing down and our fingertips are facing towards us. We're going to take those hands out right in front of us, place them down, and just rock back and forth. And let's just go ahead and roll them out simultaneously in one direction and in the other direction. All right, we're gonna go into some neck circles. So I'm gonna slowly bring my shoulders down behind my back. We're just pulling my shoulder blades together and we're gonna slowly start rolling my head in big circles. You might find that in one area you feel more tight than another. That's okay. You can stay there and hold it for a little bit longer. We're going to go in reverse directions. And let's go ahead and stand up on our mat. Last little moment before we start getting into it. We're going to simply roll out our ankles. So standing on one foot, have a slight bend in the standing leg. Let's reverse directions now. And let's go ahead and switch legs. Oh, this one's a little cracky today. And reverse directions. This first one that we're getting into is a plank walkout to a half burpee. So we're going to start at the bottom of our mat. We're going to walk our hands down to a plank, and you can jump here and then jump back and walk back to your starting position. Or alternative, let's go ahead and get started. You can step and then step back if the first one is a little bit too much for you, and then walk back. All right, we got a minute on the clock. Keeping that core nice and tucked. Those wrists directly over your shoulders. Got about 20 seconds left here. Focus on your breath. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to move over to some single leg RDLs. 30 seconds on each side of this one. So you can have a slight bend in your standing leg. And all we're going to do is slowly hinge like we have a screw in our hips. We're hinging down, keeping our core nice and tucked. And when we come up, we're going to drive that knee towards our chest. All right, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Drive, hinge. This is really nice for balance, stability, and core. slight bend in the knee, extend, and drop. You can either have that back leg straight or bent as you kick back. And in 3, 2, 1. Nice job. This next one, we're going to go into a push-up, into some shoulder taps, forward each side, and back into a push-up. So our arms are going to be directly over our shoulders. Of course, it's going to be nice and tough. We're not going to be sinking here. We're not going to be super high like a pike push-up. We're going to be right in the middle, nice and neutral position. If you need to take it down to your knees, you can do that as well, but I'm gonna be up here. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna push up, stand up here, shoulder taps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Push up, shoulder taps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it down to my knees for this one. You can alternate. And we got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice job. We're going to get into some elbow to knee, finger to toe crunches. So we're going to get on our butts for this one. Whew. So we're going to start in a rocking position with our legs out. We're going to have elbow to knee and then finger to toe. Elbow to knee, finger to toe. Remember, focus on your attention. Feel that burn. Push it. Three, 2, 1. All right. We're going to get into some rainbow legs now. So we're going to be on our hands and knees. We're not going to be arching our back. We're going to be keeping our back nice and flat. We're going to be taking our right leg and we're going to be swinging it over our left leg and then back to our right leg. At the same time, we're keeping our glute nice and tight. We're engaging the glute, engaging the core. Again, wrist directly over shoulders. And let's get started. Again, no arching here. It's a little tempting to do that in this position. So I'd rather you make the lower rainbow than the high rainbow and go arch. All right? Keep up the good work. We're going to switch legs in 3, 2, 1. We got about 8 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. So this next one, we're going to do some donkey kicks. So instead of kicking back with rainbow, we're going to kick out to the side. We're going to kick for 1, and then we're going to pulse it for 2, 3, 4. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to do one leg at a time. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Kick back. Or I'm sorry. Kick out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down and out. Should feel a nice burn of the glutes here. Another thing to keep in mind is your center of gravity. Your center of mass is staying centered and not lifting towards one arm, shifting towards one side of your body more than the other. We got less than 10 seconds left. Your glutes should be burning. And let's go ahead and switch legs. Other side. Kick out for 1, pulse for 2, 3, 4. Back together. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Again, making sure your core is nice and tucked here, not arching our spine. Less than 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So we're going to get back to a crunch. And we're just going to do, instead of being up on our butts, we're going to be doing a slow knee to elbow crunch. So very basic. We're just going to take it nice and slow here, going at your own pace. So I'm going to lift my head, lift my legs off the ground, and I'm going to tap my shoulder to my knee, and come back and reset, and then tap my other shoulder to my knee, or my elbow to my knee. All right? Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and controlled here. That breath going. Whew. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This next one, we're going to do a plank toe tap to plank jack. So we're going to be in our planking position, and we're going to come back, tap our toes, and then plank jack. Tap toes, plank jack. All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. For 1 minute, tap your toes, plank jack. We got less than 20 seconds left. Keep up the good work. Two, 1. All right. So for this next one, I'm going to be doing a squat to a reverse lunge. So I'm going to be squatting, nice squat position. And then going back into reverse lunge, squatting again, and alternating my legs, which I'm reversing. All right, so let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, squat, reverse lunge. Keeping that chest nice and proud when you're squatting, keeping that core nice and tucked. Nice strong legs. Drive through the glute when you come up. In 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. So far so good. We only got a few more things left, you guys. We're gonna get into a side leg lift to a cross body crunch. So we're gonna be laying on our sides here. We're gonna come up into a side plank. We're just gonna cross our body. We're gonna lift our leg and then crunch for 30 seconds on each side. All right, let's get that started. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift leg, crunch. Almost there. Try to not let your hips sink. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch sides. All right, let's get up. Raise leg, crunch. Ooh, goodness. If you need to come down to your knees, your lower body, you can. But we're gonna end 3, 2, 1. All right. We're gonna be lying on our backs for this next one. And we're gonna do a glute bridge to a pulse. So for 30 seconds, we're just going to be going to a regular glute bridge, and then for the next 30 seconds, we're going to pulse. So we're going to come up, our feet are shoulder width apart. We're going to come up, squeeze our glutes, and then come back down, making sure we're not overextending our hips, and we're keeping our core nice and tucked. All right? In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, come back down, squeeze. Lifting our toes as we come up and squeeze to get more glute activation. And let's go ahead and pulse it up. So we're going to pulse, and then the last 30 seconds, keeping our feet up, toes up. Just going to pulse, squeeze and pulse. Nice job, keep up good work. Got less than 10 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, everyone. we're gonna get into some squats with a twist. So I'm gonna go into a basic front squat here. So I'm gonna squat, and then I'm gonna come up and twist to one side, and twist to the other side. All right? Let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Squat, twist. I was out in the sun before this, just basking in it to get some vitamin D. So I was already hot before I started. I'm sweating buckets right now. Got 20 seconds left. Got this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. We're gonna get into some rolling planks now. So with these, we're starting on the mat, and we're going to be on our elbows for this, and we're going to roll over to one side, extend our arm up, come back up to regular plank, and roll over to the other side. All right? Again, making sure those hips are nice and level. We're tucking our core in, we're not lowering our hips. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. We're almost done after this one. We got one more workout. And then we will cool down. Seconds left, almost there. Finish strong. In 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. This last one for today, before we cool down. This last one's going to be a side lunge to knee drag. So I'm going to side lunge over, kick it back up, press to the glutes, knee drag. Same leg for 30 seconds. All right. Last one of the day. Let's get it rocking in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds per side. Remember keeping that chest nice and proud. When you drive that leg towards your chest. Keeping balance with your core. Ten seconds left, and we're going to switch sides. And go ahead and switch. Focusing back on my attention. The last 10 seconds here. Three, 2, 1. Wonderful job, everyone. Whew. So let's go ahead and cool down. We're going to get into some arm reaches. So we're going to inhale. lifting up, opening our chest. Inhale, exhale, release, slight fold. Inhale, exhale, release, slight fold. Just calming our breath down. You can have a slight bend in your knees. And we're just going to drop that head down with a slight bend, cradling our head, and we're just going to rock from side to side, getting into those hips, swaying. We're going to come down to the floor. And let's go ahead and stretch out that back with a little twist. So one leg, one knee is going to be crossed in front of me. And this is my left knee, it's crossed in front of me. My right knee is going to come over my left knee. And I'm going to take my hand or my elbow and drive that knee towards my chest as I twist the opposite way. Just take a few deep breaths here. Might feel a nice pop in your back. And let's go ahead and twist the other way. Flip it over, take it to a child's pose. We're going to, oops. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to a child's pose, press back into our feet, our heels, really extending my fingertips to the ground with a nice shoulder stretch. A few deep breaths here. Round forward, come into your belly, and lift up into the Sphinx. Pulling those shoulders down and back. Coming back down, pressing back into the child's pose. Thank you all for showing up today for yourself and taking some time to practice your movement for whatever goal you're trying to achieve, or maybe you're just trying to move today. I know for me, I created this channel to really help have a positive focus around movement. So I feel like sometimes it can get a little negative, and just feel free to move our bodies in whatever way. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just moving is just extremely beneficial for all of us. So I'm glad I could share my practice with you guys today. Thank you for joining me, for whoever did decide to join. I know this is my first video on this channel, but I'm excited to grow and continue to do more of these as time goes on. So like I said at the beginning of the video, we got our movement in. Make sure you get your sunlight in today. Make sure you drink some water. And make sure you take some more of those deep belly breaths. And that being said, I'm going to go make myself a blueberry smoothie. So thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.